Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on sequences and series part 1. A special puzzle to warm up the brain cells is on the next slide. The answer will be given at the end. Enjoy. What is the meaning of the following? Good luck with it and see how you go. Introduction. Consider the counting numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on, or the even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 and so on. It can be easily seen that there is a pattern for each of the above set of numbers. Therefore, each of them is an example of a sequence. Each of them follows a specific rule. The rule can be expressed in the form of an algebraic expression. The sequence of even numbers follows the rule 2n, where n represents the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. The algebraic expression for any given sequence is called the general term. It is designated by t to the n, where n is a subscript. We'll call it Tn. Hence, if we are given the general term, we can calculate any term in the sequence. For the set of even numbers, we have Tn equals 2n. So we can now calculate any term once we have the general term. Example 1. For Tn equals 2n, find the 10th term. Just substitute n equals 10 and the 10th term is 20. Special note, Tn is the general term. It is often called the nth term. Example 2. For Tn equals 5n minus 1, find the 3rd, the 7th and the 10th terms. So in the formula Tn equals 5n minus 1, you just substitute n equals 3, and that gives you T3 is 14. The same for n equals 7, T7 is 34. And the same for t equals 10, T10 equals 49. Arithmetic progression. Consider the sequence of numbers 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 and so on. The above sequence definitely follows a pattern. The difference between each term in the sequence is 5. Such a sequence is called an arithmetic progression. The difference between each term is constant. The difference between each term in an arithmetic progression is denoted by d. This is called the common difference. The first term is denoted by the letter a. In general terms, an arithmetic progression is seen as a plus d, a plus 2d, a plus 3d, and so on, where the nth term is a plus n minus 1d. So Tn equals a plus n minus 1d, and that's a very important formula for arithmetic progressions. So Tn is the general term, a is the first term, d is the common difference, and n equals the number of any given term. First example. Consider the sequence 8, 11, 14, 17, 20 and so on. Find the 20th term. Now here we can see from this sequence that a equals 8, because that's the first term, and d equals 3, because that's the common difference. So we substitute those two terms into this formula here, and we have T20 equals 8 plus 20 minus 1 times 3. So the 20th term is 8 plus 19 by 3, and the 20th term is 65. Example 2. Consider the sequence 12, 16, 20, 24, 28 and so on. Where does 96 occur? Okay, here's our formula. Tn equals a plus n minus 1d. Now we want to know where 96 occurs, so we put 96 here. A is 12, of course it's the first term, and N is the nth position of 96. So we substitute those numbers in, and remember D equals 4, of course the common difference is 4. So we get from that equation to this one, some simplification we get to there, so we get 4n equals 88, so n equals 22. So 96 is the 22nd term. That's what that means. N equals 92 means that 96 is the 22nd term. Example 3. The 6th term of an AP is 27 and the 10th term is 43. Find the first term and the common difference. So we have to find A and D. So substituting into the formula, T6 equals A plus 6 minus 1D, and T10 equals A plus 10 minus 1D. Now we know that T6 is 27, so from the first equation, that's A plus 5D there. So A plus 5D equals 27, because the 6th term is 27, and A plus 9D equals 43, because the 10th term is 43. So here, if you notice, we have some simultaneous equations. Now we saw in earlier videos how to solve simultaneous equations. In this case, subtract 1 from 2. That's the first equation and that's the second. So subtract 1 from 2, so that gives us 4D equals 16, which gives us D equals 4. So substitute D equals 4 into equation 1. That gives us A plus 20 equals 27, therefore A equals 7. So the first term equals 7, and the common difference is 4. Here's a quick quiz to help you. Please check through the video at any time. The answer to the puzzle, what is the meaning of the following? Up before 8. I wonder if you get up that early in the morning. Here are the answers to the quick quiz, and the video is at your disposal.